that you found UBN Radio and discovered our quality talk shows, it's time to spread the word to friends, family, and the universe. 24 hours of music and talk radio without limits. That's why people keep coming back for more. That's ubnradio.com.
Everyone is a product, and everyone needs marketing to succeed. Let's talk about it right now on the C-Spot. Going to market with Wendi and Peter.
Hey, everybody. Good afternoon. Hey, Peter.
Hey, Wendi.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
How is your, what's that noise? What's all that chatter? What am I listening to?
Is your computer on?
Shit. I always do that. Okay. Here we are.
The heck is that?
You're watching the C-Spot, or you're listening to the C-Spot. This is where we talk about everything we want to talk about because we really don't care what our show is about sometimes.
Yeah, but it all comes back to marketing.
It does. It always comes back to marketing. And we have two guests today. One guest,
yes, we do.
One guest is in studio.
One guest is in studio.
Peter?
I'm feeling
great. You weren't
great.
Feeling good last week.
Yeah, no, but this week I'm feeling aces.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, right in the middle of the show last week, Peter just kind of, you had a terrible bladder infection.
Yeah, I just went off the cliff.
And it just hit you. Yeah, and you went off the cliff. It was,
but
you do that every once in a while.
Right.
I can see it on your face.
Right.
You know, and then, he's
but
got
you
to deal with
couldn't tell
me
during
pushing
the
you off
show.
the cliff. No, I couldn't tell during the show. Anyway, okay. All right, I look okay.
Yeah, you look beautiful.
Is Dave Martin on the line yet?
He is on the line listening to this rambling intro.
Okay, great. Yeah, I know I ramble a little bit sometimes, but here we go. So today we're going to talk to can you introduce?
Oh yeah, actually,
Dave,
it's right
please?
in that pocket right there. So
Dave actually is with Electronic Retailing Association, and he is the director of marketing,
vice president
of marketing and content at Electronic Retailing Association, and better known as the ERA. And Dave's worked for ERA since 2009. He's a good friend of mine. I really love Dave. That's why, I picked him out of everyone at ERA to have on the show today.
Right.
Before that, Dave worked in global communications, marketing, product management, and product development, both in the United States and Europe. And now I know Dave. Hello. Are you there?
Hello.
Hi.
How you guys doing?
Good, thanks. Welcome
Doing
to
good.
the show.
Thank you. Thanks. It's great to be here.
Now I realize why you really love listening to the C-Spot is because that's really your passion and your background.
Yeah, for me, I'm sort of like a hybrid marketing guy and a technologist because I worked in telecom for about 15 years, and so I have this background in sort of high-end, high-tech type products, and then combining it with getting acumen, and it gets really interesting. As you know, today there's so much. There's like this explosion of software and exciting things at the intersection of marketing and technology that makes it so interesting to be a marketer.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. I was looking today at the lineup for the speakers at the upcoming event on September 16th through the 19th in Las Vegas, and I was really actually impressed, Dave. And you know me, I'm the biggest skeptic when it comes to this stuff, but I was super impressed with. I was super impressed with all of the sessions that are going to be happening this year.
Great. I'm glad to hear that. The board of directors of ERA, of Electronic Retailing Association, as part of a strategic plan that we put together and it was approved about 10 months ago or so, the board of directors really asked us as staff, to help marketers and the industry become as expert in digital marketing and delivery as they are in direct response television and fulfillment. And that's really a guiding principle in a lot of the work that we're doing as an association. And I think that's reflected in the education program that we put together for the D2C convention, where there's a smattering of the direct response professionals that we've had come and speak over the years, but we're also bringing in some new faces and people from new companies. Especially from the digital side. So there's John Bird from American Airlines, or Zach Greenberger from AdMixed, who's doing a Facebook marketing session. Amanda Curry from Adconian Direct, who's doing email marketing and how to drive revenue with email marketing. Marnie Shapiro, who's involved in the omni-channel session from Google. and a guy from Marketo, Matt Zilli. Marketo is a marketing automation platform software provider. So it definitely should look different, I would think. I'm glad to hear that. You're not an easy one to please. That's a good sign.
No, I'm not. Now am I? It's funny because the list of speakers that you just read, which is out of a kind of a slew of other speakers, those are the ones that I told I requested interviews with while I'm there. So
great.
It's funny how, I'm excited. I'm really excited about the lineup and about the educational sessions. I think that the educational sessions are really what are so important, really, because in being an association in marketing and bringing a product to market and in marketing, you really have to understand the value of associations and what they bring. And that's really what's so important about the ERA, and then going to this amazing conference that happens every September, the annual conference, which is, rocking. So can you tell us just a little bit, Dave, more about when that's happening? And I think I saw in an email this morning that there's a $200 Labor Day special or something happening.
Oh, wow. Thank you for bringing that up. Yeah, there's a $130 savings on all access passes if you use the discount code Labor Day, all one word Labor Day, now through September 2nd. So $130 off all access passes. And that's important because all access passes are what, as the term says, you get access to everything at the show. And in particular, a number of those speakers that I mentioned are speaking in the think tank, which is where our master series sessions are held. They're 1-hour sessions with a 30-minute post-session networking time period where attendees can speak to the speakers, continue the conversation, network with other attendees, and those are happening in the think tank on the show floor. So this is new this year. There's going to be sort of like a glass-encased classroom in a sense on the show floor, but you need to have an all-access pass to go to those sessions. We will still be doing our Learning Lounge sessions, which are the lightning 12-minute sessions on the show floor as well. And anybody can access those. So if you have a show floor only pass, you can get access to that. But some of the exciting speakers and the digital focused ones are in that think tank in the Master Series.
Go ahead, Dave. Sorry.
Of course, everybody gets access to the keynote, and Sukhinder Singh Cassidy from Joyous is our keynote this year, and that's on the show floor as well, and everybody gets access to her session.
And it's September
16th to the 18th, and it's at the Wynn Hotel in Las Vegas, which is, we love Las Vegas. We're always in Vegas, and we've been at the Wynn. This is the 5th year. It's a beautiful property. Rates are like $200 a night for a 5-star hotel. You can't beat it.
I think you also get a break in membership, like if you were to go on to retailing.org or if there's a specific website. But do you still have that special where you can get a break if you become a member?
Yes, if you are interested in membership, you can get a free all-access pass to the show if you become a member. So that's that's a huge savings for non-members. You can save it's up to like $1,300.
That's right.
So it really there's a good return on that immediately too.
So it's going to be great to see you. And I'm happy that I was able to have you on the show to talk about the upcoming event. I'm going to be there also, so if anybody's going or if anybody wants any questions about the value of the conference, you can always email me or give me a call or whatever, and I'll tell you what it's all about. But it really does have a value. There's the Moxie Awards too, the Academy Awards of Infomercials, which is kind of fun.
We're off. We have the big draw this year is Colette Leantonio with Concepts TV Productions. She's receiving the Lifetime Achievement Award, and then Susan Lucci, who many people will know from her soap opera days and a number of other things she's done, is receiving our DR Icon Award. So it's going to be really exciting. That's on the evening. It closes out the show on the evening of the 18th.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, Dave, I'll see you in a couple of weeks. And thank you. Thank you for being on the C-Spot.
Yeah, great. Thanks for having me on. The website for the show is retailing.org/D2C. retailing.org/D2C.
And it's totally worth it. Hey, Dave, thanks so much.
All right.
Thanks,
take care.
Dave.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
So we're going to go, I think we're going to do a quick break, right? We're going to, for our sponsor, and then we're going to come back with our next
our in-studio guest.
It's
going to be so fun and so much to talk about.
I've just recently stopped working with because we finished his commercials and we created a rockin' set of them. So anyway,
And we're going to debut those commercials here on the show.
That's right. So we'll be right back.
Direct Avenue is much more than a leading direct response TV media buyer. We specialize in the expert planning, brand building, analysis, and management of short-form and branded DRTV ad campaigns. We manage direct response TV ad campaigns for clients throughout the United States and Canada. As a Direct Avenue client, you'll benefit from big agency relationships and resources, but receive boutique agency service with the flexibility and creativity to plan and manage a TV ad campaign that meets the particular needs of your company. For more information, visit directavenue.com. When you contact us, mention you heard about us on the C-Spot radio show and receive a free analysis of your TV ad campaign.
And we are back here at the C-Spot Going to Market with Wendi and Peter, where we are every Thursday at 12 noon Pacific Standard Time. And today we have a very, very, very special in-studio guest, someone very close to our hearts. Of course, I've just met him, but
I was going to say, really?
To look at him, my heart is already growing fonder.
Oh, no. And who is that? That is Johnny V.
Johnny V is our in-studio guest today.
So Johnny V, tell me when John's on camera, would you?
He is.
Okay. So look, hi.
How you doing, Wendi? Thank you for having me on.
You're welcome. Let me give a little bit of, let me tell the audience just a little bit about you, because you are a fourth-generation plumber.
Correct.
Your family, your family business is Roger Vadnais. How do you?
Vadnais.
Vadnais.
It's actually French. It's supposed to be Vadnais.
Right, exactly.
But you can pronounce Vadnais.
That's
whatever
why,
you want.
that's
Whatever
why,
you want.
That's why
Wendi.
it's Johnny V.
As long as you hire us. It doesn't matter what you call us.
Oh, God. Anyway, through listening to all of your customers, because this hot guy sitting across from me, yes, he really is a fourth-generation plumber. And we met in Chicago. And
Yes,
you're
we did.
still to this day fixing toilets.
I am every day.
And did you bring something special with you?
I did. Today, I actually brought a nice
Wow, look at
giant
that thing.
crescent
Clean
wrench.
one. A
I don't
clean
go
one.
anywhere. You know, if I have to fix a toilet, I don't care where I am. I'm going to be in a studio. I'm on a job. I'm going to fix
You're going to fix the
toilet.
frickin' toilet.
That's right.
And this guy, loves
You can do it barehanded.
toilets. I mean, anyway, so I met you in Chicago. Yes, he
This
does.
guy loves toilets.
Well, with the name John, I mean, come on now. I was
Right.
born to work with toilets.
But Johnny V.
Yeah.
We go way back. Okay. So we don't really. But so let's say I met you in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
You were showcasing one of your products at the Inventor's Corner
Securitank.
at the Houseware Show,
Mm-hmm.
Securitank. You came up, you presented it to the panel. I actually have a picture of that, but I didn't send it to Peter. I forgot.
Yeah, she took kind of a creepy picture while I was presenting.
Yeah.
Like Shark Tank style, and
I
she's
did.
taking a picture.
I do that to I do that to almost everybody. It's like, oh, look at this guy. But afterwards, we had a conversation, and I ended up doing commercials for you.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to debut those commercials. But tell us a little bit about your journey and a little bit about you and your products and what brought you there. And, your mic is your best friend right now.
Well, obviously, I'm a fourth-generation plumber. So over 100 years, we've been in the same square block. And we're always fixing things, working with people's messes. And
You mean they're crap?
they're crap. And I've just, we always come up with solutions, kind of handyman ways. And they're all out there. And so what I did is I came up with some more easy, permanent ways that a homeowner can fix things. A Securitank fills that gap between the toilet tank and the wall. You can break a tank, flood a house. And then as Wendi knows, the cleaning products, which she was asking if I had some for her right now, and I don't.
I know about all of these things. So I'm like the expert on the gap.
Yeah.
And I am the expert on,
So now we've got a whole bunch of other products actually coming out, all for plumbing, but that's what I'm dedicated to. I'm over 100 years in my blood, so everything I'm doing
has to do with toilets.
is all
Well,
to do with
not
toilets.
just toilets. Not just toilets, because you do kitchen
Toilets,
sinks and
cleaning,
dishwashers
some different
and things
things,
like that.
but it all revolves around that.
Yeah. So what you're really talking about is that as a fourth generation plumber,
Mm-hmm.
you continuously heard all of the complaints, and you saw the damage, and you saw the devastation that happened, and you knew that there was pretty simple solutions, but yet, what did you think to yourself? Why the fudge is nobody, creating anything to stop these common problems?
And it's our customers asking for it, and so all I did is filled a need. And we're seeing disasters or cracked toilets or people coming in, hey, how do you fix this or clean this? Saying, well, there really isn't anything out there to do that. So I just created it. You saw my lab. I have a lab for all the cleaning products, and
I don't know if Peter has a picture of the lab, but
we have
it was in the graveyard.
Is it
somewhere.
the toilet graveyard?
Well, there's the toilet graveyard.
Yeah, we're looking at a picture of Johnny relaxing on 6 different toilets there.
Okay.
Feeling right at
because
home.
he loves toilets.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have pictures of you in the ditch. Remember, you were in
Yep.
the, you were
down
in
in
the
the hole.
ditch in
Yeah.
the hole in the graveyard.
Yep, we got you right here.
So now this is a freezing cold day. I really don't know you really that well.
For California standards, it was a freezing
freaking
cold.
cold. Come on, John. This is all that the pictures are parcel of.
And we're actually looking at a picture of you right now, Wendi, looking very cold in the toilet graveyard.
In the toilet. Well, it was cold in the toilet graveyard, and I'm from LA, and I'm in a toilet graveyard in White Bear Lake, Minnesota.
Anything below 50 is cold.
But anyway, what was really impressive was, we actually met. Then we got together to do your shows.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think I wrote it on the airplane on my way there. John.
But how did that even happen? How did you guys come together and decide to make a commercial together?
We met at the International Houseware Show.
At the Houseware Show, yeah.
And then John is a man of action. He takes action. And
he was just like, Wendi, I want you to do my commercials.
Yeah. So you know what I want to do? Let's show the commercials.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, that would be.
And then we can talk a little bit about them because the commercials are really kind of fun. Are you showing the 60s or the 120s?
We are showing the 60s. And
okay, good.
We're just going to keep talking here for a second as I track them down on my screen.
Yeah, because I don't want the 120s will take up too much time. So I'm not sure which one has the, come on now, we all have gaps in it. But
that's Secure Tank.
That's Secure Tank, but is it the 60 or is it the 120?
Oh, you know what? I'm not sure.
Yeah. Yeah, so we created...
they are the 60s.
Okay, so let's...
So yeah, we're going to start off with the Secure Tank.
Okay.
60-second commercial.
Okie doke.
Hi, I'm Johnny V. I'm a 4th generation plumber. As toilet tanks got smaller, the gap between the tank and the wall became larger, which made the tank unstable.
The consistent movement causes hairline cracks and weakens the gaskets, giving way to small leaks that become disasters. That's why I invented Secure Tank, the only way to fix the gap in a snap.
All you have to do is measure, cut, and snap. And you fix the gap just like that. Lift the toilet seat up, you got a little wobble in there. Someone leans on back, Uncle Carl's over for Christmas dinner. Secure the tank.
Order right now at securetank.com and we'll give you 2 sets.
There's way more.
I'll include my Hurricane Cyclonic Triple Action Tank Cleaner plus
Hurricane Prime.
for free.
Anywhere there's a household crime, it's Hurricane Prime time.
Order right now at securetank.com and I'll doubly double it. That's 2 Secure Tank, 2 Hurricane Prime, and 2 Hurricane for the tank for only $19.99.
Hi, I'm Johnny V. I'm a 4th generation plumber. Your toilet tank is a breeding ground for bacteria, mold, and grime. And that's why I created Hurricane.
A super safe, odorless, and easy way to clean your tank.
Dirt, grime, and bacteria buildup causes odor, corrodes parts, and sends mold spores into the air with every flush.
Hurricane Cyclonic Triple Action breaks free mineral deposits. As my secret formula gets between the tank and the grime, mold and bacteria are flushed away in record time. There's no odors, no chlorine bleach, and no scrubbing.
Just pull and pour and nothing more. When's the last time you cleaned your tank? 1 pack of Hurricane is $5.99. But if you order right now at hurricane.com, we'll double that. There's way more. Hard water is hard on everything. That's why there's Hurricane Prime. Anywhere there's a household crime, it's Hurricane Prime time. Order right now at hurricane.com. We'll triple that. 3 Hurricane for the tank, 3 Hurricane Prime. for
And
only
yes, we
$12.99.
are indeed back live with the C-Spot
Yes, we
going
are.
to market
We're
with
back.
Wendi and Peter.
And we just saw the commercials, Hurricane and Secure Tank.
Yeah. What awesome commercials produced by C-Spot Run.
Yes, produced, written, directed, and starring Johnny V. The
Oh, you were the star in part of it.
the plumber.
Yeah, and I saw you in the commercial too. You were cleaning a
girl does what a girl's got to do.
You were
to get the
lifting.
job
You were
done.
lifting the tank off the toilet.
Little elbow grease.
Yeah, so it's really, you know, the Hurricane for the listening audience. You can actually this video will be up on YouTube, so people will be able to see it. But for listening audience, they can also go to hurricane.com, hurricane with an I, clean.com. So what these are, explain what these two commercials are: the Secure Tank and then the Hurricane, and then we'll talk about the fun of making them.
Okay, so Secure Tank's really simple. It just fixes the gap between a toilet tank and the wall. Someone leans on the toilet, Uncle Carl sits back, Christmas dinner, cracks the tank, just fills that gap. Toilet tanks are all smaller because of the water regulations.
So everybody should go home and look, and they'll
Look, you have a
see
gap.
There's probably a gap between the wall and the toilet tank.
Yeah, kids are playing, you're cleaning. Just lift the seat up. You have a little bit of movement. You can have a small leak or even crack the tank. So that's very simple. Do it yourself. Anyone can do it. Just mark it, cut it, throw it on, just like you saw in the video.
Right. But people also listen to the show and they don't see things in the video because they don't see the video.
Okay.
Right,
Yeah, so
so
very easy. If you have a gap between the tank and the wall, you just throw this piece back there. It's universal. Mark it, cut it.
It's a little plastic. It's a little piece of plastic that snaps onto the back of the tank, and then you kind of secure it. You measure it so that it secures the tank.
You don't need a tape measure or
Secure
anything.
Tank. You don't need a tape measure or
Nope.
anything. And
Is there an accent? Did I have an accent there?
no, you didn't. I just did that. And you clip it on, and it secures your tank so that it doesn't wobble, and it doesn't crack
Yep.
at the base.
It's preventative. So
Yeah.
you don't want to do it after you've had a flood. That's for sure. Put it on so you don't have an issue. They're clear. You don't see them. Very simple.
Yeah, because when you put the lid on, you really can't see them at
No,
all.
they're recessed.
At all. Yeah, so Secure Tank. Now, is the commercial on securetank.com?
Yes, it is.
It is. So
SecureAtank.com.
So it's right. So securetank.com. I think we probably even have it up on the screen. I don't
We
know.
actually don't. But is there any hyphens or anything, or just all letters?
No, there's not. All letters.
Okay.
SecureAtank.com.
You also sell it on Amazon, right?
Correct.
Okay, and you can also get it on Amazon. So everybody really
And hardware, Ace Hardware, True Value, Do It Best, most of the hardware stores.
And Johnny V created this product because you saw. I mean, this guy is so loved. If you go to Minneapolis or you go to White Bear, you go wherever. This last name is like I was blown away. I'm like driving. It's like the Athletic Center. Vadnais. Such a weird way to say Vadnais, but everywhere because your family is literally came down from.
Yeah, we've been there like 8 generations now.
Uh-huh.
So the town over from where our shop is called Vadnais Heights.
Right.
Wow.
I thought I was with a celebrity
And
my first time I was there. I was like,
Unfortunately,
holy
we
shit.
don't get any royalties off of that, which would be nice.
Yeah.
And we're actually showing your grandpa and great grandfather right now.
Yeah, so that's actually only a block from our shop now, and that's where our shop was even like 20 years ago.
Yeah,
It's
that's
right out of this
crazy.
garage, and it says right there we used to do well drilling. So
And then there you are with the modern day truck.
Yeah, standing next to his truck, his brand new truck.
Wendi actually took that picture.
I did. It's a good picture.
And since we're speaking of the heritage really quick, that just leads me to a quick question, Johnny V. When you were a child, was there any, your great grandfather, your grandfather, your father, was there pressure to become the 4th generation plumber, or was it something you just like slid right into?
You know, well, that's a good way to put it. You know what? There
Because
was.
he knows how to lay some pipe. But anyway.
Come on now. Wendi.
Hey, so it's that kind of show.
You know what? Actually, my dad told me he didn't want me to get into it, and his dad told him he didn't want to get into it. But it just happens to be one of those things where it's a family business. Been in the family over 100 years. And I was playing college hockey.
Right.
And,
I was
had
just
a
going to
back
ask you
surgery.
about your hockey.
Yeah, had back surgery, and I came back, and he said, "I need your help," and I said, "Okay," and here I am. Still,
But
I'm
you
never
have
giving it up.
You have a bigger picture for everything, though, Johnny. You have this vision of creating these products and building the business outside of just.
But I'm going to
going
keep it
and
inside of
fixing
plumbing.
Yes, you're going to keep it inside of plumbing, but. But you're young and you have this, you can grow it into something other than the Vadnais plumbing of White Bear Lake, Minnesota.
And which I planned. That's why I'm coming out with products related to plumbing. And I'm studying some different plumbing things that I want to bring to the next level because, a lot of plumbers have plumber's cracks, like, that stereotype.
Yeah, but you have a really nice plumber's crack.
Well, I always say I have a plumber's crack right on my chin and I can't get rid of it. Do you see this? It's kind of got some hair on my face. I got a plumber's crack right here. So no matter what I do, I'm stuck in plumbing the rest of my life.
Really? Is that called a plumber's crack?
It's a butt chin.
It's a
I got one right here.
Yeah, but you cover up your butt chin. What are the 2 things that you don't do that your dad always told you don't do if you're a plumber?
And I was just doing it. Don't lick your lips and don't bite
your fingernails.
I quit biting the nails, but I lick the lips.
Yeah, you lick your
I don't
lips
know
a
if
lot.
yeah, I do.
What's behind that advice?
Well,
Yeah,
if you can't figure that out.
I think I get the fingernail part, but the licking the lips part, I'm not.
Well, we're in the service business, so there's some pretty messy jobs you get on. And you never know what can be
things
splashing and flying
splashing.
all over the place from the John.
Can you imagine your life's work going and being somebody else's shit running all over the place?
Yeah.
Sorry, I just had to say the shit word. But I'm telling you, you know how I
it's
feel
actually
about
really,
that.
really, I enjoy it because getting in some of our customers' houses, maybe I don't enjoy all that, but it is humbling you get to see how people, get in people's houses, and some people that are less fortunate and things, and I enjoy being able to spend time with some people and see maybe what their lives are like.
You're kind of like Johnny V is kind of like Peter. He is like the total package, right?
Yeah, it really seems that way.
I told him, I said, we have to make you. Did I not say this to you the first time when I said your last name? We're sitting and having sushi. It's the night before we shoot anything. Mm-hmm. I hardly know you. I know you from Chicago.
Yeah.
And I'm with Wyatt. I brought Wyatt, my son.
They have sushi in Minnesota?
Yeah, and so we were staying right on campus of the university. Yeah, and you're learning. It was good.
Yeah, it was
But
good.
anyway, we're getting a little wasted, and we're talking. We're getting to know each other. And I said, well, how do you say your last name? Right? And then you told me. And I have a background in French, and I'm like, no, not really. No, but anyway, I said, well, is there any way that we can just call you Johnny V? And it was like, yes! Your eyes lit up and said, as a matter of fact, that's what my friends call me.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, and then one thing led to another. And as we shot that first time, it was a little bit more serious.
Yeah, so I want you to be genuine. You showed up the first day. She's like, well, do you have all your scripts and memorize the lines? And I said, no, I haven't looked at any of them yet.
He has a photographic memory.
Wendy looks at me like,
holy shit.
Very upset.
I'm like,
you're all business.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah.
number one, here I am. I'm dealing with a guy that's never been a spokesperson before. I don't hardly know him. I don't know. All I know is that other people I've worked with that are in your position, they think it's easy and it's the hardest thing in the world to do. And this guy, he just. I mean, we did do that serious one in the first lines like 700 times.
Yeah, I had a hard time doing the serious ones. I just got to be. You just said, okay, just be yourself. I said, okay,
yeah,
easy enough.
Yeah. So it was a progression, and then when I had the footage. This is the story. I had the footage. I was flying back. We had 4 days. It was freezing. It was raining. We were dealing with issues. We were in the toilet graveyard. It was just kind of real quick, right? And we're trying to shoot everything in at the plumbing. Then we went to the house, and anyway, it was kind of fun because the Cure Clean product, which cleans the tank, right? Instantly cleans the tank. We were supposed to tell the story of how we were going to set up the GoPro the first day.
Oh yeah, so we were going to have a time lapse showing you pour this in the toilet tank. That's how Hurricane is. I haven't explained it. You look inside your toilet tank. It's dirty. It's disgusting. Mold, mildew.
Right.
You flush that.
You don't want to put your hand in there.
No, you don't. Every time you flush the toilet, you look at a dirty bowl. That all comes from the tank that sits there all day, overnight, years. Mold builds up, and then the jets plug. You throw this in before you go to bed. Sit there overnight, flush it in the morning, perfectly clean.
You throw it in your tank. You pour it in your tank.
No stirring, no cleaning. So, anyways. We were supposed to have a time lapse of like 4 hours.
Right.
Because it recommends 6 hours.
Right.
We threw this in, came back an hour later to set up the camera, maybe like 45 minutes.
We forgot. Lunch came or something.
Yeah.
Right?
And it was, we're going, okay.
Oh, shit. And then
let's start it over, flush it. We're going to throw a new one in to start the time lapse. And it was perfectly clean.
Perfectly clean.
Just boom. And it was a black, disgusting mold
It's in
tank.
the commercial.
Yeah.
The tank that's black in the commercial, people, you have to see it. It's at hurricane.com, hurricane with an I. That is the real tank. That was the tank. I'm sitting there, I'm in there, and I'm scrubbing it, trying to scrub it, right? That was a really disgusting
pouring chlorine
tank.
And all these things in it.
That was Marcia and Hoochie Coo's, Marcia and
Dawn.
Dawn's tank because Dawn in the 2 minutes says, I didn't know who to call. My tank was disgusting, and this is really his tank.
And we get it all the time, though. And it was his tank. People come into our shop all the time and say, how do I clean my toilet tank?
Right.
And that's an exact, that was
Wow,
in the
that was
video.
someone's real dirty toilet tank. You guys didn't dirty up a toilet tank?
No.
That's
And that's
crazy.
the whole graveyard.
Because it's so dirty in that commercial. And it took less than an hour to clean that?
Well, we go, oh shit, we forgot to turn on the GoPro.
Yeah.
Right, and you guys went into the bathroom, and
Oh,
you go,
no.
Wendy, you have to see this. You have to see this.
Yeah. Because Wendy's going, hey, does this really work? There's no way. There's no way. And she comes in, she's like,
Holy shit!
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
really
it
works.
was exactly how you see it in the commercial.
Wow, that's amazing.
Same tank. So I'm telling you, it's not. We didn't in the Hurricane commercial. We didn't play around with anything. We really didn't. It was dirty tank, clean tank.
Yeah.
Dirty tank, clean tank. So and it was one of the most disgusting tanks I've ever seen. My tank at home doesn't look like that. I bet you if we went in that bathroom right now, I wonder what that tank would look like.
You know, it all depends on the water quality where you are. But the thing is, even if your tank's clean, you still get hard water deposits that plug up those jets.
Yeah,
And you
I have
weak
really hard
flush,
water.
And you wonder why, hey, why is my toilet not flushed? Do I need a new one? Well, no, your jets are all plugged up. Throw this in once a month.
Hurricane cleans through
Hurricane
jets.
cleans the jets. It cleans the tank. Keeps your toilet flushing like new.
It's pretty amazing because we had to come up with a way to do these commercials that was kind of fun. Or actually, we were taking a serious approach at first, and then I learned, and I got on an airplane. I looked at the footage on my way back on the airplane, and when I got back, I thought I saw him off camera, some of the stuff he would do to me, and then I spent 4 days with you, and I realized that. We got to turn these commercials into Johnny V, right? And so that's where we came up with the "Come on now," because that's what you say. You just said it, Come on now.
I didn't even know I said that until you told me it. I didn't.
Hey, Johnny V, how about giving us a look into the camera with your trademark? Come on now.
Come on now. Come on now.
Exactly.
But
come
she
on
kept
now.
telling me, you always say that. You always say that.
Yeah.
And I had no idea. And
Yeah.
Now I catch myself saying it every day, all the time.
That's right.
Well, so we're really experiencing the making of a brand here, not
Yes.
Johnny V,
That's
a
right.
trademark statement, everything.
That's our point, really, is that we're creating his brand. We're creating your brand. You're Johnny V. The brand is Johnny V. Now let's talk a little bit about the Johnny V seal of approval.
Wow, which we're looking at right now. How ironic.
That's
Okay.
because I'm psychic.
That was great.
So the seal of approval is, there's all these crappy plumbing products out there. I guess those go together, right? So
Crappy plumbing products.
crappy plumbing
I'm telling you,
products.
between the crap and ball cock and all sorts of things. And don't people at home think I'm being nasty, because I'm not. That's a true toilet.
That is a true toilet part. It's what
Yeah.
lets the water into the toilet tank. But anyways, there's bad products out. There's good products out. So my seal of approval, the Johnny V seal of approval, is to find plumbing products if I want to maybe put my name on them.
Kind of like
and say they are a good product.
Yeah. Because America, your television commercials or your commercials will, I hope, someday play on the actual television networks. Right?
Yep.
And this is but this is, I think it's really genuine because I don't know that you even knew that you were going to create this persona.
No,
When we
that
met,
wasn't even the plan.
It wasn't the plan at all. Right.
No, it wasn't the plan whatsoever. Now I go to the shows and you can see, I go to shows where everyone's in suits and I've got my blue pants on and this shirt.
You should have the seal of approval somewhere.
Yeah, on your
And I've got
sleeve.
it. Well, I do have
Get
it
on
on
your sleeve.
our banner because that's what I'm saying is, hey, I'm not here just as a salesman.
Right.
I'm here as a fourth generation plumber and I'm bringing products that actually work.
Right.
And they're going to benefit.
That the
but they're-
consumer wants.
They're consumer products. That's kind of what I'm trying to specialize in, is creating things that are easy for consumers to use, not just a total plumber product. That helps a normal homeowner have a weekend project go easier.
Right. So do you find that the plumber community is, not only are you good looking, you got a great body, you have a beautiful smile, you're fun, you're caring,
Come on, Wendy.
right? But now you got the whole plumber association hating you. Aren't you? you're taking business away from them. You're going to stop the cracks of the toilets. You're going to stop the disasters, which, by the way, we created that really awesome disaster.
Yeah, we did. That was awesome.
John, you created it.
The raining disaster?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're looking at it right now, looking at dismay with the kitchen table getting soaked.
Well, and I wouldn't even put it that way. I'm going to go back to having the plumbers not like me, because I don't think so. What you're finding nowadays, anything you want to do, you can find on YouTube, right?
Yes.
Anything.
Yeah, that's true.
So you go on YouTube right now, look up any type of plumbing scenario. We're going to find it.
Yeah, I watched how to change a toilet the other day.
And it's probably a terrible commercial. So what I'm looking at is, hey, you know what? I'll make the stuff and show people how to do it properly, because it's already out there. So it's going to help plumbers. It's not, I mean, you can't really.
Oh, so are you going to have a whole YouTube channel where it's like videos where here's Johnny V?
Yeah, so I'm shooting all these, and I'm just shooting. Either I'm shooting them,
Yeah, you
or I have
should.
someone helping
Yeah.
me, and I'm going to make commercials that really do help people. Hey, maybe they'll probably help some plumbers, because we do well work. We
So
do
it's basically
sorts of
it's
things.
videos. It's really not commercials.
They're not commercials. They're
they're
really
videos.
educational
Yeah.
videos. I'm not trying to make money off of them. They're education, because I care about plumbing and helping people do things properly. I see bad work all the time, and it's my pet peeve.
Oh,
So I'd rather
really?
help people.
It's kind of like when
do
I
good work.
see a commercial or something like that where, actually, Johnny V has guests here. So if you guys keep seeing me talking to these people over here, the studio audience, that's why.
Well, they had to drive me out here. We're right down in Hollywood right now. Otherwise, I was going to drive a motorcycle down here, which you didn't know. I was saying, Wendy's going to see me get off this Harley. I'm going to pull my helmet off with my hair
gosh,
messy.
she's
She's
going to
go
crazy.
Johnny,
where
what
were you going to get a Harley?
Oh, Pat's got one.
Oh, and he was going to ride it up here.
Yeah, and I didn't know, so I was like, I'm going to tape the directions to the handlebars, and I'm going to ride it here from Riverside.
You already parked 5 blocks away and then walked up here.
Yeah.
That would have taken you over the edge, though, Wendy, seeing Johnny V ride up on a Harley, huh?
No, I would have said, give me a ride. I would have said, give me a ride.
Yeah.
And then I wrap my arms around you. No, I'm joking.
You have to. What else are you going to hold on to?
Exactly.
You could hold on to this. That might help out.
But you know what's great about it, though, seriously, is that Johnny V, it's like there's really not been a face of plumbing that I can think of. I think it's such a smart
Well, there's
move.
Bob Vila, right?
But
from
he's
Sears.
like kind of all around home guy. Johnny V is like the face of plumbing. You're like so passionate about plumbing. It's crazy. It's like
Yes.
great.
He's like us women. I always go back to the sex thing. Us women, we always have the joke about the UPS guy, right? And I literally had a friend that was screwing the UPS
Come
guy.
on.
I swear to God. I couldn't believe it myself. I said, are you kidding me? You're really doing that?
This was during deliveries, or
Yes, during deliveries. Yeah, during deliveries. So it's a joke amongst women that we firemen, paramedics, you have to put your high heels on and your lipstick before the paramedics get there.
I mean,
look at this one. Josie knows what I'm talking about.
I'm sure that we can't really go there, Johnny V, but it does kind of beg to question all of this. Like, you don't have to go into any
you just
details,
get
but are there
calls?
any?
Do you just get
Are there
calls?
ever any really compromising, interesting situation house
Oh,
calls?
there's
Tell us about a couple.
beyond interesting situations, as you can imagine, because we're service work. We go in people's houses.
Mm-hmm.
We're not new. We do new construction, but it's service work.
We
nude
want to hear about
construction?
the people.
The people.
No new construction. That's boring.
No, I
Yeah.
thought he said nude construction.
Oh, nude construction. That'd be a new one.
Yeah.
Maybe if you wore steel-toed boots, at least you didn't hurt your
Right.
toes. Anyway, no, we've had some. We try to be very professional. Obviously, we're a family business, and in a town where it's like
You
walk
can't afford to.
We walk to. I'll have someone in town, and I go to the bar, and I see 20 people. Oh wow, you're popular. No, it's just a smaller town. People just know.
So there's
people
no
just
messing
know
around
you.
on your house calls.
And you just can't do that. It's
Yeah. Yeah.
maybe if someone's in some giant.
Has
company
anybody ever
and-
tried?
But
Like-
yeah, someone's
yeah.
had to have,
Actually, one of our guys, he's been with us for 22 years, since he was 18. And he is married to one of the customer's daughters.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. They had serious toilet problems, and quite often.
Yeah, she had some leaks needed taken care of. Anyway, but no, I don't know how it all went. I just know that he married one of our customer's daughters. But no, I've had some situations, like you said, people coming to the door and dressed in some certain ways.
Oh, really?
And,
Wow.
but it's not no line we can cross.
Oh, my God. God bless you, Johnny V.
But it's got to make for good water cooler talk, right? When you get back to the shop.
Well,
Yeah, with your dad.
yeah, and there's every day there's a new story. Whether it's a girl doing something or a guy doing something.
You told me a few. Like the people who get underneath the sink with you.
Oh, I've had a guy. I'm underneath the sink, and a guy crawls under there with me, and he's got his chest pulled onto my shoulder, and he's breathing on my ear. Do you need pliers? And I'm going, no, I got one. Are you sure I got a pliers? And he's right in my ear, sweating and talking while we're in the sink, and I'm looking up, and he's right there. But that's normal. I mean, we get in all sorts of shit. Little kids, we pull a toilet off one time. We're cleaning a sewer from the toilet. We're in a little house, about 6 little kids.
We're on radio. Imagine we pull the toilet off, and there's a hole in the floor, and we look in there.
No,
it's dark.
Little kid runs up, jumps onto the toilet.
Pitter patter of little feet come along and
jumps onto the toilet.
Onto what toilet?
And starts
dismantled
taking
toilet?
the number 2 that's on the toilet, sitting on the floor.
And
not even on the hole. We're cleaning the sewer, and he crawls over us to jump on the toilet, and then he's sitting there looking at us just like this. And we look at each other, just, there's nothing you can say, but shaking our heads like.
You could say,
wow.
Holy shit. You could.
But we were more thinking, like, why didn't the mom say anything?
Right.
The kid, she just
the mom just let him do it?
Yeah. But you just don't know
How
what
old
you're
was
going to
the
run
kid?
into. He must have been like 4 or 5.
Oh, yeah. Well, at least he was sitting on the toilet, and he was doing it on the toilet. I mean, there's always a bright spot to everything. He could have. Well, anyway. My battery's going dead. So we have about how many more minutes? 7?
Yeah, we have about 7 minutes left.
All right. When do you plan on putting your commercials on air? What's coming up next for you? People obviously can order the products.
They can order them. They can order them online, securatank.com.
Oh, wait, John. I want to say, we not only work together on your commercials and building your amazing, funny, and great Johnny V character persona together, but we also worked on the packaging of your products together.
Yes, we
Hurricane, pretty much. So I just want to give a shout out to myself.
And we're looking at that right now.
Hurricane looks fantastic. So we're waiting for placement as well until we go live. So we need. What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing because I was thinking about my hands this whole time. I was like up here and I'm conscious of it. And when we were shooting, you were always going like this.
And Wendy's going, watch the thumbs. And I'd start talking and she'd go, stop, your thumb.
His thumbs were always like this.
Because you're going, put your hands up and talk. So my hands are, just like this. I'm not a perfect.
And now we're looking at
not a hand model.
A picture of him with
with his hands up
with
on
his
set.
thumbs probably going like this.
It's kind of they're in motion, yeah, but
thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Always
there's
thumbs up.
nothing wrong.
Billy.
What about this picture we're looking at? Did you
Which is
actually
what?
come to the set?
I can't see it.
Did you? Well, it's you're getting shaved because the first day you were like,
Oh, that's
Oh, that's me getting shaved?
Yeah, that's the dude here. We come.
Oh, so she shows up again. Do you got your lines done? And she's no, and her eyes just like.
And then she looked at your
not
face
upset.
like, "What are you doing? Why didn't you shave?"
They're cutting my hair on set. They're shaving me on set. And all of a sudden they're doing all the makeup and everything. And Wendy hands me the lines while they're putting makeup on. I'm reading over some of the lines. I'll be okay.
Little do I know that this guy he remembers a line like it's nothing. It's nothing. You'd be a great politician. You wouldn't even need
Which
a
is like
teleprompter.
unheard of for like a non-performer
It's amazing.
person.
It's amazing. And he just like, what's that line again? What's that line again? And tell him
Just
the
a good
line, and then
listener.
you would just do
I'm
it.
just a good listener.
Say that for me again, and it was like he would just emulate it. It was amazing. You were
It was
amazing.
fun. It was so fun. I loved it.
Yeah, and the second time was actually even more fun
Yeah.
because it came back and we really did the personality.
And you could see here on the set, you guys had a fun time. Here, you guys are all killing each other around the kitchen table.
Oh,
Well, not only that. That's one thing. That
was
picture.
a great photo.
We were talking about. So I the toilet graveyard, which is real. I've been collecting toilets for like 2 years for testing, and I got a chart on my walls.
Yep.
But I got a foreclosed house that I the guy let me
Yep.
remodel the bathroom, and that's where you see the flooded ceiling in the video.
The picture of John in the yellow bathroom.
So we remodeled it, ripped down the walls so else could get everywhere, and flooded the house and made it a real life situation rather than renting a set. Because I go, Wendy, you got to come out here. She goes, well, come down to LA. I have no. Come up to Minnesota. I have the resources.
I have it all. He says, I have it all.
Yeah. And then she shows up, and I didn't remember the lines. I didn't memorize them. But anyway, so we've got to flood this house because we had a foreclosure. It was getting torn down. And so that bathroom you see in there, it's all real. I mean, we flooded it, cracked the toilet, remodeled it. So
you remodeled it. You remodeled it. You painted it. So it looked like, just in the eye of the camera, Peter, it looked like the bathroom was a bathroom. And that's where that shot of John sitting backwards on the toilet and he's messing with something.
We saw that.
And then in the commercial, we have the GoPro camera underneath the toilet, which is actually showing the water coming out. But in the next room, what you did was we mocked up a dining room.
Yep.
And you just had this vision. You were so excited about, I can't wait to put the hose. I'm going to put the hose on the roof, and it's going to be like it's pouring rain, and it's like it's leaking. The toilet's leaking upstairs.
Well, because we see it all the time where people have their ceilings falling in, and basement or whole living room, bedrooms flooded, and $1 million in damage. I mean, we've seen huge houses flood all weekend when they're gone from cracked toilet tanks.
So we wanted to mock that up because
so we just mocked it up.
So
it's fantastic.
We just had fun. We just had fun mocking it up. But what you don't see is what we were surrounded with, and you had a construction heater inside, like one of those blowing.
Oh, propane tank with those. We had to turn it off in between shoots, and then it was so, hey, we can't shoot yet.
And it was freezing. That day was really cold.
That was actually cold, so right after winter in Minnesota.
Yeah, it was. But if you could see what was around us, it was hysterical what was around us. Actually, the guy that owned the house came at one point, remember?
He came in and
he goes, well, I wouldn't be in here if I was you.
You're gonna die with this heater in here. And he's looking at them, and they're going, they get this look, and I'm, you're fine. And then you guys are all, are we really gonna die?
Yeah, because Johnny V's going like this. He's going like this. No, it's no big deal. He's going, we do it all the time.
You're gonna stop breathing. You're gonna run out of air in here. But,
yeah, we had the window open,
but by the end of it all, there was a lot of love. Here's Wendy and Johnny V hugging each other with our wrench.
Oh, really?
That's that special picture of us in the with the wrench. He was with the
and
wrench.
that's actually in
with
our
the ball
shop.
cock.
That's in our shop. So back in the warehouse where we have all the parts, that's all. Every part of the videos I said I want to do with real customers. Our shop, every part of it's real. There's not a set involved. It's all real.
It's all real.
And so we only got a couple minutes left. So why don't we kind of wrap it up with where you're going, how people can reach you, what the plan is for Johnny V.
Yeah, Johnny V, what's the plan, dude?
Well, the plan is forever changing, but I'm going to start shooting the videos coming up for educational.
That's for your YouTube channel.
YouTube. You'll be able to find them as well on the blog, Johnny on the John, and that's actually johnny-v.com. And that's kind of under construction, just being made. But I have the blog, Johnny on the John, so it's me really talking about real plumbing situations.
And are you going to be on the John?
Well, it's kind of more of a play on words, Johnny.
No, I know
on the
that.
John.
I know that, but you have to create like a throne.
I actually have a toilet paper roll that when you scroll down, the toilet paper roll unrolls, and that's how you read the blog.
Oh, by the way, Johnny did one of the most amazing ALS ice bucket dumps.
Oh yeah, actually we posted that on our Facebook.
Oh, we did? That was awesome.
That was like so much water.
And you know what? That was something where
it was so you.
How much time do we have? A couple minutes?
Not even a couple minutes.
Well, go ahead.
Anyways, we're packing up for a show. I go to shows and I sell the products at a booth. And at 6 o'clock, I'm like, hey, we're gonna shoot this video. And Bob and James, I work with both of them with a product called SaniSeal that they have. Seals the toilet super easily, great for homeowners. SaniSeal gasket. And we're in the warehouse, 6 o'clock. I'm like, all right, I got this. Here we got a forklift. We're gonna set it up like this. 6 o'clock, we're done at 7:30. I had this little script I wrote out, and I look at it and I go, okay. All right, stand there with the camera. Stand there, lift it up in the forklift. We had one camera. It looks like you got about 4.
Yeah, it was great.
And we
how
shot
you
it
edited
like an hour and a half and just boom, done it, and put it on the next day.
Yeah, it was great.
Awesome.
And it was great. Lots of water. You're actually
and they're really it was
you actually
real
pull
ice.
like a toilet plunger and then like tons of water comes
you
out
have
from
to
the
38
toilet.
degrees.
You have to see the video because it was really cool. You really put some effort into it. Yours was better than Bill Gates's.
Oh, I didn't watch that.
Yeah, Bill
Yeah,
Gates's was pretty funny like
I
that
believe
too.
it's, I don't know. Do you know the title of that one? I'm not even sure what it is. It's like Johnny V, plumber gets flushed, ALS.
ALS.
And if
bucket or
people go to
something.
our Facebook page, it's posted there on
Yeah.
the facebook.com
Yeah.
C-Spot Talk.
That was fun. That was
Yeah.
really fun. But
Yeah.
wanted to do something for it and not just, I wanted to not nominate somebody. I just want to say if you watch us, share it or donate.
Well, that was the idea, is that
Rather
you
than
had to
yep.
donate. Nobody's challenged me yet. So I told my husband, I said, I will be the very last person to do the ALS ice bucket. And do not challenge me. It has to be formally challenged over the ice bucket. Okay.
I was going to say I'll pour this
No.
bucket on my hand.
No, but I have a feeling I will be the very last person to do the ice bucket challenge. 'Cause it's got about maybe 2 weeks left
Yeah.
to where it's still going to be okay.
So if anyone needs to reach you for anything, Johnny V, what would be the go-to?
Oh, well, you can get a hold of me at John, let's do John at vadco-products.com.
And Vadco, VADCO.
VADCO-products.com or johnvadnais@gmail.com if you want to make it easier.
And if you need to buy Securitank or Hurriclean,
Securitank.com, Hurriclean.com. That's Hurriclean with an I.
Right.
So Hurri clean.com.
So
And we
now-
also have the appliance cleaner. That's part of Hurriclean.
well,
Your
you got to
dish-
get me some of that stuff.
Your dishwasher's plugged up just like a shower head gets plugged.
Right.
Dishwasher, the same
Right.
thing. Whipping around, it's not
That's-
putting water on it, not
that's
cleaning, get
called-
streaks on the glasses.
What's it called? It's
Hurriclean
called
Prime. And Wendy came up with the Prime name.
Hurriclean Prime for every
We're
household
looking at that right now.
crime.
Dump it in, run it through a cycle, completely cleans it out. Not every crime, just appliances.
Just it's
Garbage
no,
disposals, laundry machines, but your main
don't pick apart
crimes.
things. It's a household crime.
main
right?
crimes.
It's prime time.
And, for those people that actually were able to
There's a lot of
watch the
crimes
show
in the
and
house.
not just listen to it, if you want to get yourself some amazing produced commercials, those are amazing.
Oh, thank you. Did you like them?
Yeah, I think they're amazing.
They
so
really are
contact
fan- everyone
Wendy
loves them.
at cspot.run.com and she'll make one for you.
Yeah, for $1 million.
And she's a great director, great, behind the scenes. People couldn't believe how good you were with the testimonies, just all day working with people,
Yeah,
making
you.
sure things get done. It's quite a production. Really, what goes into the videos is amazing.
Well, you weren't so bad to work with there, Johnny V. You weren't.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, thank you for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Thank you, Peter.
We got to wrap it
Yeah,
up.
it's great to meet you, Johnny
You
V.
as well.
I'm excited for your future.
Yeah, I am too.
For sure.
I am too. He deserves it. You deserve
Yeah.
everything good that comes your way. And I
Well, I
truly mean that. You
I
know that.
appreciate that. it's all just a journey.
And if you ever
I'm
need a place
excited.
to stay, you can always call me. I always have
Just
to do this kind of
Call
sticky
the
stuff.
plumber.
But
You
I
just,
can't.
you just gotta call. the-
Marino, I have to call the plumber. What time? It's too late. It's 2 a.m. I know, but I gotta call the plumber.
And on
toilet's
that
plugged.
note,
And on that note, Peter,
Wendy,
thank you for another great show.
yeah, it was a lot of fun today. It was fun listening to your guys' stories of the
And
commercial.
thank you, Direct Avenue, for being our sponsor. We
Yep.
wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. And
and
we
thanks,
have,
Dave Martin, for being
Thank
a
you,
guest.
Dave Martin, and thank you, Dave Martin. I can't wait to see you at the event in mid-September at the ERA event, the D2C Conference.
Yep.
And Johnny, thank you, Johnny V. Johnny V.
Thank you, Wendy.
Cutest.
Again, thank you, Peter.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank
And
you, Johnny.
Josie and
Josie and Pat.
Pat, thanks. Josie and Pat, you're
The-
great. You're really great. Let's hear it. Come on. All right, we're out of here. See you guys next week.